friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley if this is your first time here, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. Today we are starting another reading vlog, but what's special about this reading vlog is that it is going to be all KU books that I'm reading this week. I was ready to start another reading vlog because I just finished one up, but I don't really have the time to pick up like a physical book because we're going to be going out of town. So I was like, what should I read? What can I read? What do I need to read? And I had this idea to start working on my Kindle Unlimited reads. Now, y'all know the shelves are out of control, but my Kindle is just as heavy. It's like 300 unread books on my Kindle. I know, it's crazy. But when I see a Kindle deal, I have to jump on it. If there's a popular book that I can get for $1.99 or $3.99, why would I not take that deal? So yeah, it's crazy on there. But I'm also chaotic enough to still have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. And my toxic trait is that I will add to that Kindle Unlimited, whether it be a recommendation, a quote that I see on Instagram, or just anything, and I add it to my Kindle Unlimited and I do not touch it. There are books on there that have been on my Kindle Unlimited like section since like October of last year. So we're going to try to read those down, because in the perfect world, I think future Ashley is going to cancel her Kindle Unlimited subscription and just read what she's already bought. Perfect world, right? Are we there? I don't know. So this reading vlog is going to be me reading down my Kindle Unlimited borrows. Right now I'm currently at 15, and that is after like going through and like reading the synopsis of all 20 that I had in there. Like I hit the limit. It's bad, I know. So I narrowed the 20 down to 15. And today, when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to read, I realized that I had 3 books that were under 300 pages, really under 250 pages. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. The first book that I'm going to be starting off with is Jagger by Octavia Jensen. And there's the cover, and you know what, I'll put a pretty colored cover on here so you can see what it looks like. I do know this book is like 130 pages, if that. When I like pulled it open, it said it was a 2-hour read, 2.5-hour read. So I am hoping that it doesn't take me too long. So maybe tonight we can just knock this little book out and I'll already have a book done. Love that for me. But I have no idea what is going on in this book. I did see a Instagram reel by the author with like quotes of one little section, and that is what made me go and download this to my Kindle Unlimited library. So we're just going off of vibes. It says it's a dark romantic comedy. I'm not going to read the synopsis because it's so short. I don't want to know anything. We're just going to go into this blind. This is an author that I'm new to, so we shall see. We know I love a dark romance. Being that this is short, I might give like a 50% update and then an update when I get to the end. We'll see. We'll just see how things are going here. Okay, until I have an update. Friends, it's the next day and I have made it to almost 60% in Jagger, and let's just say that this was everything and nothing like I expected it to be. I will say that it went from 0 to 100 real freaking quick, okay? So I did read the synopsis so I could make sure that I don't spoil anything, because the book is only like 130 pages. Just to tell you a little bit about the story, it follows our female main character, Remy, and our male main character, Jagger. Was I expecting his name to be Jagger? I was not. We've been made to believe that Remy hit Jagger while he was on his bike. She was in her car, and he basically sues her. And after he sues her, he has a TikTok go viral where he says, "This girl that hit me a few months back, now that our court proceedings are over with, I think we should bang it out because it would be great hate sex." The plot is so small, tiny. The character, like, personalities really show through. While there is smut, there's more talking than I thought was gonna be. Like, it was like the author really said, I'm gonna have a plot line and I'm gonna weave that plot line through, but you're also gonna get this smut. But it's not gonna be overboard. At least not as overboard as I thought we were gonna get. I say all this to say I'm having a good time. I'm gonna finish this book because I don't have a lot of time before work, and then I'll come back with an update. But as of right now, if you're looking for just like a quick palate cleanser, read it. That could change in the next 40%, but that's where I'm at right now. Okay, I have an update on Jagger. I have officially finished it, and it was good. Towards the end, we had a little element of insta-love, which I could have done without, but we do see them in the future. Not really an epilogue, it's just like a little time jump. But I think I stick by what I say when I say, if you want like a quick, little spicy, funny read, I think you should pick this up. The banter between the two main characters is top tier. Like, I'm curious what this author would do with a full-length novel. This is actually a series, so there are other books about the people who are mentioned in this book, but I had a good time. I don't know if I would actually give it a rating, but I think it was a nice little kickoff to this video because it was short and sweet. I was able to get it read in less than 24 hours, I would say, like read time of me actually like sitting and reading. So yeah, I would probably definitely recommend that one. The next book that I am going to be reading is Getting It On with the Gargoyles by Hazel Mack. This was a recommendation by my bestie Whitney, and it's a small town romance. I think this one is like another one that's like 150 pages, maybe. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe just a little bit longer than that. So we shall see what comes of this, and I will give you updates when I have them. Friends, it's been a couple of days since an update has happened. We just got back in town from Memphis. We went there this past weekend to go to a hip hop festival that my husband was performing at. Of course, I did not take a ton of pictures and videos. You will see a little bit of B-roll of like our drive in and the place that we stayed at because it was so nice, but that's pretty much all I got for you. But it was very low key and I really just wanted to relax, and I edited a video while we were there, and I have been doing some reading, so I do have a reading update for you all. I have made it to the 46% mark in getting it on with the Gargoyles, and it's really cute, okay? So our main characters are Thea and Shepherd, and Thea and her triplet sisters stumble up on this town called Ever, and it's a town full of monsters, and it's super cute so far. It's so short, so I'm trying to be very careful about what I can say because I don't want to give anything away. We see the sisters grappling with what they thought was a normal town that they had found this like mystery map to turn out to be a town full of monsters, and like if they can still have their girl weekend there. There is a fated mates aspect to it, but even with it being such a short book and fated mates being a trope, it does not feel like insta-lovey. Like, this author does a really good job of showing like the attraction and the pull like I would imagine fated mates have to each other. She's doing an excellent job with that. Outside of that, I think that's pretty much all I can really tell about like the plot at this time, but what I can say is I really like the world building of this little town and like all the cute little side characters that we've been introduced to. I do know that this is a series. I'm just gonna assume that each sister gets her own book and her own fated mate, and yeah, I am excited to get through the second half of this book. I think it's going to be really cute. When I have an update for you all, it will probably be after I finish this book. Friends, it's been about 2 days since I finished getting it on with the Gargoyle, and I wanted to hop on here and give my thoughts before I got too far away from the ending of that book and just give you like my quick thoughts about how I'm feeling. I will say that it was like a short, cute little small town romance. I do plan on continuing the series at some point, but again, I did have a pretty good time reading it. The two main characters I really enjoyed. I feel like they were done really good. The plot of the story was unique. I had never seen like a story done in that way. I really like the world building of the town and like the monsters and
Hi.
and how the author just brought everything together to make the town what it was, and then like all the different side characters and stuff. I really enjoyed that. The writing was good, the genre was good. It was a little spicy. Just some things that I did not like about the spicy scenes, like the references, the wording that was used that I personally don't really care for. What I recommend, if you want something like short and sweet and like turn your brain off and just get through it, absolutely. If you're going into this looking for like even just a small town, little magical paranormal romance situation, yes, absolutely read it. That is like my little quick thoughts on that book. I don't know when I'm gonna start the next book that I was hoping to get finished. Tomorrow starts a new month and I have a stack of books that I'm trying to get through for that TBR. So we'll see when I work in the last book of this video. I might try to do a few more too, because I like the idea of like reading my KU borrows down. Friends, it has been a few days since we've had an update. But I wanted to update the vlog and say that I have started a new book, and it is Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop. And I think this will be the last book that I read in this vlog. It's been on my KU borrow list for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I just reached the 15% mark and thought I would give a little bit of an update because it is a shorter book and I feel like it's gonna move pretty quick. It's following Janelle in Rome, and it's just a messy situation from the beginning. So Janelle was dating someone, they broke up, and then he ends up dating her sister, and Rome is Janelle's ex-boyfriend's best friend. And this book follows them all in Tulum for Janelle's sister's wedding to her ex-boyfriend. It's messy, but not really, because Janelle's not like hung up on him or like has feelings still or whatever. There's a scene at the beginning where they're on the airplane where our main character like takes a picture of somebody and edits it and like airdrops it to everybody who has iPhones on the plane. And to me, it was just a little petty and like not her business to step in. I don't know. It's weird. The whole dynamic is weird. The ex-boyfriend who's marrying her sister like seems to be, I don't know. It's just he doesn't seem like a good partner, but she keeps saying like he's perfect for her sister and that she didn't have any feelings for him. But her sister kind of seems like a bitch too. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Don't really know where we're going. And I feel like I said, it's going to be moving pretty quick because where I stopped, the two main characters just decided that they are going to hook up. So Janelle and Rome are now about to make a messy situation even messier because everybody already thinks she's like hung up on her ex and that she's secretly sad that her sister is marrying him. But like in her inner monologue, she's like, I don't care. I'm over it. Like me and him didn't really have a connection. And that's what she's telling everybody else. But people are just like refusing not to believe her. So it's giving, if they get caught or if it comes out that Janelle and Rome are messing around, that everybody's gonna think she was just being petty and like trying to get back at her ex. I just don't like the idea of where this is going. I don't know. We shall see once I read more. Hopes are not high at this moment. Okay, it's been a hot little minute since I've given a reading update just because I just haven't really been reading as much as I would have hoped, but I am almost at 40% in Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop, and I'm finding that I'm really enjoying this book. Rome and Janelle, like obviously we're following them, like they're the main couples, but I wish that this whole story was just centered around them and not the drama that's going on with Janelle's sister and her ex-boyfriend. Like these two people together like feel like they should be together. Rome, he is an excellent man. I just have to say this, a tiny spoiler. I'll put a little notice up if you don't want to know, but this man rents out a yacht, okay, for her to just spend the day reading and relaxing. Excuse me, what? What? A yacht to take her away from her bridezilla of a sister? Yes, thank you. I mean, it's a delight watching these two main characters interact with each other. It's when you throw in everybody else. And honestly, not even everybody else, just Janelle's sister and Janelle's ex-boyfriend that her sister is marrying. that's when I'm like, we don't need this. We do not need this, girl. You do not need this energy. And it's giving everybody else has the issue. Everybody else is the problem and not Janelle. And it's like waiting for other people to realize who the real problem is in the whole situation. I know we're going to go to like a messy third act breakup. I can just feel it in my bones. But I hope not. I hope I'm proven wrong. I need to finish this up so I can close this vlog out. So hopefully the next time you see me, I will be ending this vlog and telling you what I feel about Only for the Week. And yeah, that's what we're hoping. Friends, we are here to close out this reading vlog. What I thought was going to be like 1 week of quickly reading through my Kindle Unlimited hoarding list turned out to be like 3 or 4 weeks. I don't know. We've been in this thing for a little bit. So we're going to wrap it up here. I did finish the last book on my Kindle that I was reading, which was Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop. And let me just tell you, I had the best time with that book. I am kind of starting to step away from star ratings, but if I had to give it one, she's getting a 4.5 from me. I thoroughly enjoyed this. And I was telling my friend Whitney last night, who actually recommended this book to me, that when I say that I want a Black love romance story, this is what I'm talking about, okay? It was like drama, but not trauma. I was not beat over the head with Black trauma, and I love that for me. I feel like this story could have been applied to any gender, any race, and I just think that Black people deserve that love in romance novels as well. Okay, let's talk about it. The characters, Janelle and Rome, our main characters, love them both. I love that we see like the people-pleasing aspect of Janelle, but also like internally, we see her like holding herself back. So it wasn't like meek in a way of like, I just have to do what my family says. Like there's no other way. This is how I was raised. It was more so, I'm not about to ruin this situation. But when it came down to brass tacks, when she had to get everybody together, she got everybody together. And I loved every second of it. Rome, he said, "Excuse me, Ashley, I would like to be a part of your book boyfriend list. Do you have an opening?" And presented all the reasons why he should be there. And Rome is a book boyfriend if I have never read one. The plot was giving what it needed to give. I know there has been some rhetoric that what was going on in this book is not realistic. I feel like the plot was there. The plot was done very well. The writing, I did not have trouble reading this. Something felt a little off to me. I don't really know what it was. At first I thought it was like all the like modern slang that was like thrown into the story that was throwing me off, but even that wasn't it. I'm not even 1000% sure. As far as romance goes, I mean, this is exactly what I look for in a romance, especially a novella, where it's like you set up the story, you set up why these two need to be together, these two are together around everything else that we see going on around them, but like the romance is there, the spice is there. I would say like 2 chili pepper, 2.5. It wasn't like super spicy. I mean, like they have a lot of sex, but it wasn't like overt. It wasn't crazy spicy. And yeah, like would I read this story again? I feel like I would after some time has gone past, and like, not that I've had time to forget it, but like I would like to revisit the beginning of the story and maybe even like try to pinpoint the things that like really stood out to me. But overall, I did really enjoy this book, and I would 1000% recommend it if you're looking for like a quick, fun spicy little novella to get into, which I feel like has been the trend for all of these books. And to report on my Kindle Unlimited, since I started this vlog, I have read those 3 books and only added 1 more book to my Kindle Unlimited. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Maybe I will continue like reading down the books on Kindle Unlimited. If you're interested in seeing more of that, let me know in the comments. If you made it this far in the video, leave me the flower emoji. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do so that you don't miss any uploads from me in the future. And thank you as always for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Okay, that's all for now.
Hi. Mommy's a party face.
Oh, girl.